Okay guys, so welcome back to another video. I know I meant to upload this a little while ago, but I honestly ended up forgetting. So this video we're just going to kind of go over the different kinds of tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 weapons that are good to use, how to use them best and the best times to use them, and what situation you're in is also what's good. So we're going to start off with tier 1 pistols, work our way up to tier 2 pistols, and yeah, so we're going to start off with the revolver. Pretty simple recoil pattern if you're just not controlling it, pretty easy to control, but it's not a pistol, you want to shoot fast. You kind of want to shoot it like this, because when you're shooting it all, it gets just all willy-nilly all in one go. It only has 8 bullets, so you're going to run out really quick, so you want to line those shots up, make sure you hit them. On running targets, the iron sights make it a lot harder to hit people that are moving, at least. I've also just had a troubling time with the revolver, but without getting too much into that detail of why I'm bad with it, we're gonna go over to the M92 pistol. It's a good early game pistol. These are both tier 1 pistols, in my opinion. The M92 can range from a tier 2 to a tier 1. It depends on how it's needing to be used and just its overall purpose it's going to be serving. When you go out of your base to go on roams or farm runs, so you just kind of got to know how to use it and what its situation is going to be for. And that's really about it. It has a weird pattern. It's very jittery and it jumps very spaced apart. Like, this is a gun that it has a high recoil, 9.0. That is the highest recoil in the game, I believe. If we look through all these other guns, there's none of them get that high. I think the highest would probably be the HMLMG with a 6.5 overall for the uh, for the recoil. This has a 9.0, which is very high, but this gun is honestly really easy to control. And it's not a gun that you do want to just like that, because I mean it is if you're close range, but when you're like medium far, you just kind of want to semi-auto it, like you would like a tap fire DMR, instead of trying to full auto it like a submachine gun or something. This is good. You can use this in any situation. When crouching with this, though, it reduces a lot of the recoil that you get. It goes from jumping all over the place like this to, and that was me maybe pulling my mouse back by accident, not even intentionally doing it, like without doing it. That's how much it goes, and with crouching, it's so much better to control. 15 rounds, though, just 45 damage, which is a big upgrade from the 10 damage that you get, the 10 less damage from the revolver, and it only having 8 shots. So that's a great upgrade. Very good weapon. Cost, I think, 100 scrap, might be more. Very good early game to almost mid game gun. I wouldn't say mid game, but like when you're getting there, you just got your tier 2 workbench, or you've had it for a while. This is a good gun to keep around if found on another player, or etc. if you bought it. Now we're gonna move over to tier 2 pistols, which would be these 4 pistols. Oh, I made a mistake. The M92 is the second highest for pistols. I was thinking out of all the pistols. The first highest recoil pistol is the high caliber revolver, which we will be getting to after these next two. This is the semi-automatic pistol, or referred to as the SAP or the P2. It doesn't have a bad recoil. It's not jumpy. This is just, but it's also kind of like the revolver in the M9. You don't want to continuously spray. You want to do it like that, unless they're close in your face, like you're swinging around a corner and you go, and you see them, and then you go. If they're far range, you just kind of want to make sure they're lined up. And then, I mean, you can just full auto it like that, but you're more likely to miss. Another good pointer is if you're far range with a pistol and you just kind of want to see if you can make that shot, line up the little dot. Try and line up the little dot and just do as I'm doing. Click both of your mouse buttons at the same time, and it'll shoot with the accuracy of ADSing. Like traveling in a straight line. If I do it just normally, I'll miss. But if Now, this is a great gun. This is the first tier 2 weapon you will be unlocking. All of these pistols, besides the high caliber revolver, take pistol ammo, or the 9mm ammo. It's a very good gun. I do recommend it. This was best paired with a shield. It is still used with the shield, but what was referred to as the shield meta is kind of dead now. They finally fixed the shields where it didn't cover half your body. But without going over all of the old useful tech for these pistols, we'll jump into this. This is a good gun. It is a semi and burst pistol, which just means you have your normal single fire like that, and then you have a burst. Now this, just like these guns, are upgrades to, your revolver. The P2 goes down in damage a bit, but it has less recoil, and it's really good. Now, the Prototype 17 shares the same damage, but it has a faster fire rate. It is very good. I count as a tier 2 weapon because of the damage it does and how well it can be used against some people. It does very good in semi and then in burst with its low recoil. It also does really good. And that's all. Really, realistically, all I gotta say. There's not much to this gun. It's very good. It doesn't have a fast fire rate like the P2 does, but it also depends on how fast it can click. So yeah, without just sitting on this one that's kind of now irrelevant for too long, we're gonna go over to the high caliber revolver. This is a very good weapon. It takes 5.56 bullets, which you unlock right before you get the semi-automatic rifle. This is the pistol that I recommend using if you're good with. It has 18 recoil, so with each shot, if I don't control the recoil, you see how far the spaces are with controlling it. Just kind of pulling back down after every single one. It's manageable. It's not my favorite weapon. I'm just also not the best with it. As you can see, I mean, I hit most of those shots, but it's just not the best weapon for me. I don't like it because I would much just rather use P250 or a SAR or a Thompson, but we'll just jump straight into the Python here. Also, another high recoil gun. Without controlling it, that's how far it shoots. With controlling it, it just depends. This is more of a gun, though, that you want to shoot, take like a half a second to readjust, and then good. Even with crouching, it jumps a lot. And with the small iron sight, it just blocks a lot of that view. We'll swap over to more tier 2 weapons. We have the but the SAR, Thompson, and custom SMG are very good guns. Good tier 2 weapons. These both take SMG bodies, which are rare to find. The semi-automatic rifle body is pretty easy to find. They have pretty easy recoil patterns. This is the Thompsons. This is just kind of controlling it. You have the custom here, which you kind of gotta zigzag it with this one a little bit. With this, you start off, and then it kind of zigzags as well. So do slight zigzags. With the SAR, though, it's just kind of like without controlling it, it just shoots straight up. But it's just kind of a pull down, and you win in that situation. It's a medium to long range weapon. This is like a close to medium, the Thompson, and this is a close to medium as well. Preferably, the custom SMG is a close range weapon because of its fast fire rate. Thompson is slower with less bullets, but does more damage. And in my opinion, it's slightly more accurate. Then you have the SAR, which is very good if used in the right hands. And that's really all I gotta say about these. These are all the tier 2 weapons. So if we move on to tier 3 weapons, which there's a few good tier 3 weapons. These are the main ones that you'll kind of see. I count this as a tier 3 weapon just because of how good it is. It's like a souped up version of the SAR, but not quite the SKS. It does more damage, but it does have more recoil and a slower fire rate. So we'll start off with our semi-automatic rifles first. You have your SKS, which is good. I find it useful, but the iron sights aren't that well. It does shoot really fast. You have it just kind of shoots straight up, just like the SAR did, so it just pulls straight down. Now, the M39 rifle shoots to the right, so you kind of gotta readjust and pull down to the left each time. So it's like this gun is a high recoil gun. It is really good in auto turrets, though. Then we have the MP5. This is an SMG. It is craftable, unlike our M39 and our LR here. The SKS is also craftable, and these 3 weapons right here are craftable. Now, the MP5 is a very great gun. It's a good SMG, especially for tier 3. Does good damage, 38 per shot, depending on if they have no armor or some armor. It's a good fire rate. Also includes a burst mode, which is very good. That's for your medium to long range. Full auto's also a medium, but kind of close range too. It depends. Then you have your LR. Your LR actually has a lot of recoil, but it does just shoot straight up. So it just kind of pulls straight down, but it also does zigzag a little bit. So you kind of want to trace like a U around. You don't want to push up. You just kind of want to do not like tiny increments that look big when you try and do it. You just kind of want to slightly do it. This is a very good gun, though. It does good damage, 40 damage per shot. has a pretty open sort of vibe to it when it comes to the iron sight, which is what I like about it. Then you have your AK, has more of a closed iron sight, I feel like, but does have a kind of up to the right recoil. So you just kind of want to pull down to the left. And that goes for standing and crouching. And it's very nice. It is a very nice weapon. Very expensive, costing 50 high quality metal. An assault rifle body, 200 wood, and 4 metal springs. Very expensive, but very good. Then you have the HM LMG. In my opinion, a pretty high recoil gun. It goes up to the right, so you want to pull down to, up to the left, so you want to pull down to the right. It honestly is pretty good. The iron sights on it, though, are really bad. It's like this little needle at the front, right over here, barely sticks through, so you can barely see it. And it just kind of hides from you that whole time. But it's very good. It does good damage. Most people fill it up with explosive ammo and just use it for explode rating. But honestly, that's all I got for this video. My next video is just going to be some bloopers of me kind of doing PvP, because I planned on doing it for this video, but I couldn't get a good video for it. So it's just kind of going to be me doing bloopers using the AK. Mostly the AK. It might be a little bit more of different guns. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in that video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, like I always say, I can't force you. I can't make you. I can't make your mind up for you. But if you enjoyed it, like, maybe follow. That's up to you, though. Like I always say, I can't make you do it. You got free will.